Hello everyone, and welcome back to Allthemod 7. In the last episode, we jumped into Create. Create recently had an update. Oh, I feel like I said that weird. The Create mod recently had an update, and it changed quite a few things. For example, there's no furnace engine flywheel as far as I'm aware. So instead what you sort of have in as a replacement is this steam engine here. So inside of this fluid tank is water, which we are getting from these pumps pumping it out of this massive river we have connected to an ocean, right? And then underneath here, we've actually currently just got campfires, but these could be blaze burners if we so choose. And as you can see by the little tooltip, if we hover over it, the size of the fluid tank is the green bars. The water is also how much water you're getting. And then the heat is also how much heat you have to create the steam. And currently, we're making 2,000 stress units, which is pretty good. At the moment, they're sort of just powering themselves. And to be honest, these water wheels are powering these guys. But, the concept is there. The other thing we did is not really using Create. We set up automation for pretty much every little Create casing that you can make. For example, if we go in here and we search andesite casing, I can order 10 andesite casing, and it will make the andesite ingots or alloys, put them in there, and as you can see, we've managed to set it up so that it will use our indestructible, our eternal wooden axe to strip oak logs, or spruce logs, sorry, and then the player simulator is doing that, and it's also applying the alloys to actually do that, and then we've got destructor, constructor. If you're not too sure, we covered it in the last episode. So yeah, nice. What's the plan for this episode? By the way, I am using complementary shaders. They are quite beautiful, as well as Oculus and Mod. We have a few things that we sort of need to do, a few things I want to do, bit of both. The first of all, down here, what I could do, so someone raised a good point. The previous episode, I was going to set up copper piping of some sort, and it didn't end up looking nice, so I sort of got rid of it. I could use the fluid pipes. They're pretty much copper pipings. We might do that. I might do that at some point, off camera or something, but I don't know. Purely just for looks down there. In terms of not for looks, what we need to do is we need to get our hands on kelp. Now, we can easily do this with a phytogenic insulator, but I'll be honest, it's too easy, and it's not the Create way, right? If we want to be making something for Create, let's make it with Create. Now, hey, listen, I hear what you're saying already. Explain this then. Well, to be honest, I think this is pretty cool. I'm a big fan of this little design. So anyway, kelp, what are we doing? I want to build something in the water, obviously for our kelp. And I almost want to do, I don't know if you guys have seen this, whether it's in real life or whether you've seen it in I think they're in City Skylines, if you've ever seen that game. There's some floating windmill, solar panel things you can make, right? They're essentially just windmills that you place on the water, and they look pretty cool. So I sort of want to do that, and then with the rotational energy we get from the windmill, power a little kelp farm below. And normally in Create, when you do a farm like this, you sort of need to be careful with dropped blocks and stuff, as in I think you do, by the way. I'll be honest, I haven't touched that much Create in my lifetime. What was I saying? But anyway, I think with mods, with the ability to just get an absorption hopper or something, I don't think we have to worry about making a mess here. We can sort of just make something that works and go from there. Another thing I want to do is almost every step of the way, I'd love to automate it. So we're going to try and sort of do that. So for example, I want a windmill bearing. Look, we can pretty much auto craft them. So instantly, which I'd say is pretty cool. So windmill bearing, we'll craft one of those. To be honest, nice. Awesome. The next thing we're going to need are these mechanical harvesters. I think we'll use these. Yeah, so we'll create that recipe. There we go. I'm very happy we added all these. In the last episode, we added a bunch of different auto crafting, and we've been doing that pretty much every episode, and it's times like this where it really pays off. In terms of how many harvesters we want, I'll craft 10 because why not? I'm pretty sure we have all the resources necessary. And we don't have to use them all. We can let a few go. Another thing I'd like is the Radial Chassis. This guy's pretty cool, so we'll grab one of him. He's going to use the spruce logs. We also hooked up our spruce drawer, which is, I don't know if we can see it from here. It's actually that drawer there, believe it or not. Yeah, that drawer there. We hooked that up to our system via, I think, I'm not sure if it's via that, but we hooked it up somehow. So it's now within our system, I guess. So that should be fine. We should have plenty of spruce. I'd also like super glue. Now, the thing with super glue is slime balls. We currently, as far as I'm aware, don't have anything set up to give us infinite slime. But you're staring at it right now. I'm going to grab this ender slime sapling and I'm just going to set up a bonsai pot. Now, I know I just went on this little crusade about doing things a little bit, like putting some effort in, for example, for this little windmill kelp farm. But you know, we need some slime. So I'm just going to make this. I think we want a hopper for it. And then I think we want an axe. And believe it or not, I might grab a wooden axe again. Because I think I want another eternal axe. So I'm just gonna make it eternal. Yeah. Are you guys gonna yell at me for doing this? Probably. Am I gonna do it anyway? Probably. So we'll grab that. We'll grab this. We'll grab that. I obviously want to put this in the system. What's our best way of doing that? Not necessarily the best way of doing that, but where should I do it? Because, like, I don't want everything to just be so messy as it currently is. You know what? Here's our, like, farming area. We've got, like, bees there. It's a bit messy. We've got animals in there. We've got an actual farm up there. I guess I could just place it, like, I don't know, up here and eventually make, like, a little location for it. Maybe. I'm trying to, like, future-proof the location as opposed to future-proof, like, the entire design of everything. This is such a beautiful spot to look at the base. So yeah, I guess for now we'll do it like this. So I'm gonna grab I guess I'll just grab a chest. How do I want to do this? We can put it into an ender chest. We might as well. So we'll grab a diamond. We'll grab a piece of purple dye because I believe that's what we need for our chest. So I'll slap this guy here. We'll make sure that we set it to be purple mode. That's going to be connected to ours once we add a diamond to it. So now it's connected to our system. We can see all of our junk going in here. I'm going to place the bonsai pot on top. I'm going to open him up. Inside, I guess we'll place a piece of dirt. We'll see if that works. I'll put an ender slime sapling. Is that growing? It's not. So I'm going to guess that we don't actually want dirt. We probably, to be honest, we probably want endstone, don't we? Let's see. Did that do the trick? No. Oh, only grows on slimy dirt or grass. There we go. Tool tips for the win. Doing the tiniest bit of research for the win. Now, we have slimy seeds. Plant on dirt or slimy dirt to make slimy grass. Okay. So I'll grab one of these. I'll apply it to this. No, or I'll apply it to the dirt. Now we have ender slime grass. Then I'll switch to my silk touch pickaxe. Okay, I actually need a shovel to pick this up. I'll tell you what, I'll try two things. The first thing I'll do is I will try... Well, actually, wait, hold on. Does my Paxel pick it up? We'll see if you can just pick it up. The answer is no, it turns back into dirt. So we are going to need to get our hands on some silk touch. So give me a second. We're going to need the slimy seeds back. How are we going to get our hands on silk touch? I think there's actually... believe it or not, there was a tooltip somewhere. I thought there was. Maybe I'm wrong. I could have sworn there was like a little thing about silk touch. Maybe it was just within one of these pages. But anyway. Oh, you know what? I think I remember. I think brass, oddly enough, gives you silk touch. So we'll see if that's a thing. But essentially, I'm probably going to make like a tinker's shovel because I can apply silk touch to it. I don't have to like get lucky with an enchant. Hashtag silk touch. Do we have any silk touch? We've got silky cloth. I think that's what we want. Okay, so for this one, obviously, I want to make myself a shovel of some sort. Now, I don't really see a shovel here. There's an excavator, but this guy, I believe, digs up in like a 3x3, so we probably don't want him. So I think our best bet might be the Matic. What does this combine with? A small axe head? I mean, it is effective on like sand, gravel, like in dirt, so I guess it's a shovel. I'd kind of prefer something that uses... Actually, you know what? Is there even such thing as a shovel head? There actually isn't. So maybe this round plate is as good as we get. Ah, man. What do I do here? I really don't know what to do. You know what? We're actually going to... I was going to cast a brass tool, but since this isn't really the focus of this episode, I'm going to do the lazy way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this. So it's going to be a small axe head, a tool handle, and a round plate. So there's our round plate. We'll get our tool handle and we'll get our small axe head, right? So listen, this is a bad tool, I'm aware, but we're going to slap it all together and we're going to get ourselves a spruce wood matic, right? So this is like bottom of the barrel stuff, right? First of all, does it say that it applies as like a shovel? It does. You can see in the top left, this is sort of where I'm looking to see all this. Sorry if I didn't explain that before. This is showing it's a green tick, it's a shovel. If we look up at, well, there's not really any slimy dirt anywhere, but if we make some slimy dirt, it needs to be dirt, doesn't it? So we'll slap this there, put that there. You can see in the top left, it's saying, I don't have a shovel in my hand that is level diamond. Even if I pull out this matic now, it's saying, no, sorry, not level diamond. So, this is where the cheatsy part comes in. If I grab a diamond out and open up my tinker anvil, chuck in my matic, and chuck on a diamond, it will then be harvest tier level diamond. So if I take this back out and we fly back over to this slime, we should first of all see that, hey, look, we can mine it perfectly. But as we know, that would just, it would make a mess, right? We'd just get dirt back because it doesn't have silk touch. So what we need is silk touch. So if I go to Tinkers and I search silk, I think it's just this silky cloth, which we already have. So that's made out of string and a rose gold ingot. It's possible. Oh no, we need 5 of these. Yeah, I was like, I don't think that's entirely right, but yeah, there we go. So I'm actually gonna have to make a few of these. I'm gonna have to go into my string and order quite a few more. So we'll do that. In terms of the rose gold, we don't really have enough. To get this stuff, what have we been doing? Oh. Yeah, we've just been using it in an alloy kiln, so that's just gold and copper. There doesn't really seem to be like a quick and easy, cheaty way to get around that, so looks like I'm going to be getting my gold and copper back out and setting that stuff up again. So copper, here we go. I'll grab, I don't know, 3 stacks. Does that sound right? So we'll come over here. These are obviously the alloy kilns. In fact, we've already got some copper in there. So I'll chuck in the gold and top up the copper. And we should get our stuff. To be honest, these kilns, they're pretty fast. Like, they're nowhere near as slow as, like, the blast furnace or, I don't know, the coke oven or something. The blast furnace, yeah, I don't remember. But, like, look, I mean, we've already got more than what we needed, so I'm happy. Anyway, let's quickly do this so that we can get back to the video. That's the silky cloth. Open this guy back up. Matic goes in. Silky cloth around here. Boom. So now we've got diamond and silky applied to this simple spruce wood matic. And so now, hopefully, fingers crossed, we can mine this and we get our ender slime grass. How cool is that? Beautiful. So that thing can go away. We don't need it anymore, or at least not for now. Inside here, we can chuck out ender slime grass. This guy's going to start growing. We can put in our eternal wooden axe. That'll allow it to auto harvest. And then if we put in our hopper, I think also in this slot, it will now auto output all the ingredients, hopefully, yep, into here. Beautiful. And so now that'll go in our system. Now the slime ball part, as you can see here, I wasn't too sure, but it's good we checked. Not only is it a 5% chance to get the slime ball, but it requires a beehive, or else you won't get any, because it's sort of like a fruit. So if we search beehive, believe it or not, see what I did there? Totally intentional. We can just craft one really easily. So now we have the 5% chance to get the slime. So yeah, we can sort of leave that. It'll do its thing for all eternity. It'll probably become an issue at some point, but for now, we've still got a decent amount of storage, so we don't really have to worry about it. And to be honest, if it comes down to it, I could probably get some of this stuff that's like clogging up our system and, you know, kick it out of our system. Especially now that we have our like pretty much universal grid here. So, where are we at? What did we just do? What did we just spend 15 minutes doing? Automatic slime. Okay, that's good. And we set up all these like windmill stuff. So we didn't waste too much time. We did get some stuff going. So I'm going to grab most of that stuff. So the super glue, I think we want this stuff. We might not, you know what I mean? We might be able to get away without it. Let me see if we can use a slime ball for what I want to do. We'll need to grab our Radial Chassis. You don't need this stuff. With Create, it's one of those mods where, to be honest, you can pretty much do anything. Like, you don't have to do what I'm going to be doing. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Is that a fair statement? Like, I'm going to do it this way, but using the resources in Create, you could do it whatever way you wanted to. There actually is one more ingredient we're going to need. Obviously, for the windmill, believe it or not, we're probably going to need some sails. So let's go ahead. I actually like the white sails. You can have them empty. I don't know if there's a difference. There didn't used to be, but maybe there is now. Sticks, wool, andesite alloy, pretty simple. So we'll chuck that in there, and I'll grab a stack. We're out of sticks, really? Okay, sure, yeah, sure we are. Everyone believes that, out of sticks. Who do these guys think they are? I'll grab a stack of these, and hopefully, here's the thing. I want this to look good. I know it's not going to, so bear with me when you watch whatever you're about to watch. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is the windmill bearing. I kind of want to place it like right here. Is there a way we can do that? Previously, there are things called like angel scaffolding or angel blocks. It doesn't really appear to exist here. What these angel blocks used to do is you could just right-click them anywhere. So for example, I could be in the sky and I could right-click this angel block and it would place it in the sky right where I'm at, and it would make building in the sky really easy. As for whether something like that exists, I'll be honest, not a clue. It doesn't look like it. I'll tell you that much. Maybe if I search floating, no. I think we're a bit unlucky in this aspect. So I guess we're gonna have to do it the good old-fashioned way, which is just build out a path. So I'm gonna go. In terms of where we want it, I guess I'll slap it probably like here. I think this is a good spot. So I'm gonna place. I might actually place the windmill bearing further down, perhaps, because what you can do is you can have the windmill power stuff, and I'll show you in a second what I mean by that. So if this thing gets out of the way, you can have the windmill that gets placed above this bearing, so in this direction, or sideways, however you place it. You can have it power something else below using that shaft there. Sorry about this damage I'm taking. Or what you can do, which is probably what we're going to do, is the windmill itself will spin, and so you can just chuck on your mechanical harvesters, and it should just chop them. So on top of this windmill bearing, as you can see, it's got slime there, which means in theory it should attach to whatever I place on it. So I'm going to place down these radial chassis. Now these guys, I believe, multi-block together, sort of like what you just saw there. Let's grab this. Can I? No, it's going to make a mess. We'll clean it up a little bit. I don't want this to be too hideous. Oh my god, how much dirt did I place? So yeah. What's next? Well, I want to place choppers, right? So we're going to grab... Probably not like that. Can I get... Listen, this is going to get very messy. But before we jump completely into this, is there like a underwater thing I could quickly put on just to like make it so you guys can see better? I mean, to be fair, the vision down here is pretty good. It's probably just the water breathing. And in that case, I think the Allthemodium helmet does... Yeah, it does give us water breathing. So I could just take off my goggles and do this. And now, it might be a little bit more enjoyable to watch. I could toggle shaders off, but... you know what? Yeah, that might work. Alright, so let's pick up this thing, if I can figure out how to. I'm trying to... Oh, look at this. So this actually isn't a block anymore. I'm pretty sure this used to be, like, punchable. You know what I mean? Like, you used to be able to go through this, punch it, all that sort of stuff. Now, it's specifically this little, like, notch on the wall. So now we can pick it up by doing that. Okay. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So let's try this again. So if I place it like this, yeah, it still places it in that direction. That makes sense. Because previously I could do these like sideways all the way along here, but now they're a little bit smarter, I guess. So what I'm going to do is I want to attach things to this, right? I obviously want to place my harvesters attached to this. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to place the ender slime ball in my hand and right click on here to put some slime on there. This is not using super glue, just with a slime ball. And so now I think what I can do is place this guy horizontally like this, and possibly even place him out one more, and these should be attached. I can do the same thing over here, place two of these, and I think, first of all, I think all of this connects. And then I think what I can do is slap on my harvesters, and now I can do them all on one side. Yeah, let's do this. I'm gonna do them all on one side. So now this thing, no, I don't. Do we want to do this? This isn't gonna do much, is it? Like, what is this gonna do? It's kind of pointless, realistically. Like, realistically, all that we need. Oh god, I'm making a big mess. All we need is this. But like, what do you call it? but like just further out on one side. Do I need any of that? I think that's, yeah, I'm pretty sure this is all we need. The question is, will that look good? I think it will. Bear with me. We can punch, oh, I think you can punch that to get rid of it. No? Is there a way to get rid of the slime? There we go. I don't know what I did. Maybe a shift right click, but that seems good. Now, I might need to, can we place this here? And does that work? Yeah, so I think by hovering over this radial chassis, we can see all the bits that are highlighted. Now, you can see this number and lower this. So I think if I lower this down to 1, for example, that means this will only grab... Okay. I'm pretty sure, my understanding is that means it'll only grab 1 block out from it. What I mean by that is if I place another dirt block, it won't grab that. So if we look here again, you can see it's still only highlighting this stuff. If I change this up to 2, if I hold control actually and lower this down and up it to 2, does that now... No, that didn't change anything. Listen, I swear I know what I'm doing. If I change this down to 1, yeah, this is a better example. So as you can see, this is going 1 block out. Now 2, now 3, 4, and is that what we want? 1, 2, 3, 4? I can't tell. I genuinely can't tell. Yeah, that looks like what we want. Beautiful, beautiful. Are you guys bearing with me as I try to explain a mod that I barely understand myself? Hopefully you're kicking. So this thing is going to spin around and it's going to harvest kelp. Now, as for the kelp, we have a few options. One is we build a little kelp circular room for it, or we go down here and we just plant the kelp as it is. And it's sort of like a natural kelp situation. Another thing is, I don't think we're going to be using kelp 24/7, which means realistically, as long as there's some kelp growing, it's probably good enough. Like, we don't really have to go overkill, I think. So far, so good. Now, we'll obviously also want chests. So I'm going to search chest. By the way, I'm not entirely sure if you needed to slime ball that wall, but since it doesn't use the slime ball up, you might as well, I guess. Yeah, we need some chests. So I'm going to grab, I guess, these 10. And we'll place it on. We could place it underwater or we could place it above water. I really don't know what to do. We'll place it there. That's pretty nice. If we wanted to, which, I mean, maybe. We could just do that. There we go. Now it's like all there. Oh, you know what? I think you do need a slime ball, and I think that's why it's showing it's connected. Yeah, I think that makes sense. I think if I slime ball here, see how it's like added the slime? Now it's highlighting this. Yeah, there we go. Okay. So I need to go through and add slime ball to all the sides that stuff is on, and then it should connect. So that's all connected. That thing's connected. I think we're good. Yeah, I'm pretty confident. So as we are, this thing will spin around and collect kelp. Pretty simple. What would probably help is if you guys saw it spinning around. Let's be honest, that would probably make things a lot easier. So I'm going to build this guy up. I'll probably get a few more radial doohickeys. Let's grab, we'll grab 10 more or whatever it's going to make. I think it's going to make like 12. Yeah, there we go. So we'll build this up like so. And then how do we want to do the sails? I'm not entirely sure. I was thinking, my ambitions are too high. I'll tell you that much. Like, you know what? Let's see. Shift right click. I sort of wanted to do like something like this, right? And then perhaps the opposite way here. Does that make sense? I don't know how this is going to look in the slightest. What do we think? Have I done something? Oh god, this, I mean, okay, give me a second. Okay, bear with me. I might have just done something incredible. I think if I bring the stick out like this, I can then place these like this, right? And then we build in a direction sort of like this. And then I think I do this on maybe the other side. Now, I'm probably going to need to like super glue these together or something. I'll have to figure out what I'm doing there, but we'll see how this goes. And then I think I do the same thing here, going like this. Oh, not like that. I've got a vision in my mind of almost like a double helix. You know what I mean? And is that sort of works. I almost needed to go this way now. Is that something we can do? Can I get like a frame? Oh, hold on. I can get a frame. Well, one second. Hold on. We can do this. Something amazing can happen here. Bear with me. If I place this here, I can then place the sail there. Oh no, that doesn't. No, that really didn't work. All right, what about this? I mean, listen. I get that it's not beautiful, but it's not horrible, right? Like I don't know what we're gonna do up here. Realistically, this probably doesn't even need to exist. Does that make it somehow look better? Okay, no, hold on. Okay. Well, the lesson of today, there's definitely been a few lessons today. One of them is definitely that I can't be trusted building. First that incident, and then yeah. But this should work. We've got a simple windmill design, so I've just attached sails to this guy. If we now go down here and right click on the windmill bearing, everything should just start spinning. Let's see. It's spinning the wrong way. Hold on. Right click with an empty hand. How do I have it spin the other way? Do I need to rotate all of these? When pushing, Oh, okay. So we turn it on, I think, and then use a wrench and you scroll it. There we go. So now it goes the right way. It now goes the way that we sort of wanted it to. Yeah, no, it's got to go the other way. Sorry, bear with me. We want it to spin the other way, right? But at the moment we want to turn it off, and we actually want to put these on the other side, facing this way. I think this makes sense. I think we're all good now. I think now if we turn it on, it spins the way that it should. Yeah, there we go. Okay, let's toggle our shaders back on. Maybe it'll redeem it a bit. It's not that good, is it? It's pretty ugly. I feel like the slime's sort of ruining it. You know what I mean? Like I don't really know if we have a solution for that. I don't know. Like if I do this, will that still go with it? It will. You know what? We're just gonna get rid of the slime. The slime's not needed. There we go. Shift right click to get rid of it. So we can turn this guy back on. Everything still spins. Beautiful. So the question: once this kelp grows, which hey, it's growing. It's getting there. It's trying its hardest. Once it gets here, how does it get the kelp out of the chest into where we want it to go? Well, that's where the fun begins. So, I'll tell you what. I want him to spin around a little bit. I want him to get back to this side, and we can add in what we're going to use to get the stuff out of here, to get the kelp out. This took a lot longer than intended. I'll be completely honest with you. I wanted this to be a lot quicker, but what? He goes back there? No. Why does he do this? All right, well, anyway, we can make do with this. So at the moment, this guy's what? 1, 2, 3, 4 blocks out. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. So this 5th block is going to be what this is going to be, bumping up with, right? As it currently exists. What I would like to do is add an item on here to export. So what exists is a block called, I believe it's the portable storage interface. So we'll come back over here and search portable storage interface. This guy right here. He's going to need an andesite casing as well as a chute, which is just going to be some iron plates and iron ingot. There we go. Grab that. Chuck this stuff in here. Grab ourselves 10 of them. You only need 2, as far as I'm aware, but when in Rome, craft way more than you need to. So we'll wait for those to craft. And that should allow it to automatically dock and take the stuff out. The question is, what is this going to look like? What is our building going to look like that has this attached to it? I'm honestly not sure. We could set up something over here that periodically goes out and attempts. That's an option. Man, I'll be honest, didn't think this far ahead. Like realistically, I want to set up like a depot here and then have a train somehow set up that comes down here and collects it. That's my vision in my head that will magically happen. We need to figure out how to make that happen. So I think what I want to do for starters is we'll set this up. We'll see what this looks like. If I get rid of this and place this here and then place this here, is that what we want to do, or do we want to move that one further back? We might want to do it one further back. Maybe. Can I slime ball this? What if I add a chassis here, slime ball the top, place the interface there, then come back over here, pick this up, get my dirt, place this, place that, I think break this, and I think place the interface there. And I believe this will do the trick. So let's turn this guy on. And we'll see what happens once he goes past. He's not the fastest, but once again, I mean, it's just kelp. You know what I mean? Like, we're not getting some crazy growth here. We probably won't even see any spoils from it this episode, but this should skim past and connect. Oh, we might have done it a bit too close. It didn't even connect. I guess it didn't have anything to place, but we could move this back one. Do we want to do that? I think we do, to be honest. We might as well. While we're here. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's do this. We'll see if it connects. I'm not sure. I think it should have connected before if it was going to during these tests. Oh, no, there we go. Beautiful. Okay, nice. We know it works. So, where do we go from here? To be honest, I think we can just attach an item pipe. Now, I know that's not necessarily in the spirit of things, but I think we can do it. Yeah, we can do it. So, what does this mean for us? To be honest, what I might do instead is hook up pipes from Mechanism. I don't know if we have any made. I think we just have like energy and gas pipes. But I'd love to, and I'm going to set up the auto crafting for this. I'd love to get their item pipes because you get to see the stuff move through them. And whilst that's not create, it's still in the spirit of things. And I actually know of a, or at least I think I do. I think there's a texture pack you can get that makes the pipes look a little bit more create-esque, which I think would work really well. So I'm going to go over to the pipe part here. And I think, which one do we want? Let's see. Logistical? Speed 1 meter per second? I think that might be what we want. Does that sound logistical? Yeah, logistical sounds like what we want. So I'm going to add in all these recipes. So I'll grab this one and then just press U and go and grab the rest of them. Okay, so up here, what I'm going to do is build up a little bit of a platform. I think I'll make it out of andesite casings. And what I might actually do is perhaps over there, I'll upgrade those casings to be brass, maybe? Or like, you know, like the copper casings or brass casings. Maybe? I mean, it contrasts nice, but it's like, I don't know. I don't want to overdo it with these andesite casings because they're nice blocks, but yeah, I don't want to overdo it. Anyhow, we can grab these already. The logistical transporters. We'll grab our mechanism wrench, essentially. And I'm going to run these pipes in this direction. I could run them up the wall if we feel like that's what we want to do here. Should I do this? Yeah, we might as well. Run this up here. And then we'll have it go like here into... Realistically, we can run it in like that. I'm trying to decide like what's gonna look the nicest if we designed it out. I think this could look nice, and then I think we can make this a little bit bigger. So we'll do something like this. Probably make it even bigger again. We'll have like let's see if this works. I'm gonna search frame real quick. Sorry if there's a lot of like visual stuff we're doing this episode as opposed to the traditional stuff that we normally do, but I just want to see if this will work, if this will look nice. If I place casings in here, they don't multi-block together, unfortunately. Which is, yeah, unfortunate. So we're probably not going to do that. But I mean, I guess I could do this. But then that looks a little bit weird down there. I don't know what we're going to do. I'll be honest. Not a clue. What I do now, however, is I'm going to place a temporary diamond chest down. This guy's going to go here. He's beautiful. I know. He's stunning. We'll expand this out as well. It's a beautiful little chest that sits there. Yeah, this guy's going to fill up with kelp. Now, to make sure that happens, we're going to come down here and configure this guy to extract, like so. And that should be good enough. I don't think I need to specify this guy to go in. And plus, still, I'm not a fan of this design. Like, it looks how it should, but it just looks ugh. You know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't look right. So I'm going to leave it as it is. So that should be good. This guy should fill up. Yeah. Okay. Nice. What next? So that should be kelp. I'd love to put it to the test, but obviously I don't really know how to do that. I guess I could go grab some kelp and artificially grow it up to the right level so that we can actually start seeing the profits, I guess. I could have also water bucketed it. That, not a bad idea. We'll see what we end up doing now. Because I have my magnet, this should be very easy, right? Yeah, I've already, I mean, like, realistically, I do this like once every so often, and we probably don't even need a kelp farm. Like, let's be honest. Realistically, that's probably good enough. But still, I think it is nice to have. So let me just quickly set this up. I just want to test one of them. If one of these little strands works, I would imagine the rest of them are going to work too. So let's go up here like that and see if it makes any drops. I'm also going to very quickly turn off my magnet to see if it does drop items on the ground, like this higher up one that it breaks. See, it does. Do you know what that means? That means we probably want something to pick that up. I don't know if this will work, but I want to test an absorption hopper on the moving create contraption. So let's stop this guy. Let me go ahead and connect this on somewhere. It's probably going to pick it up straight away, but I guess we can test regardless. So where do I want to attach it? I mean, I guess I can attach it here. Let's attach the absorption hopper. Let's show the area. That should be pretty good. Like, when it pops for the first time, that should be enough to pick it up. If it's going to work. If it's going to work. We'll obviously see. Let's hide the area. Let's turn this guy back on. I think it might even be in range as it goes around here, perhaps. But I guess if we want to test if it works, I could just drop this. Does it... Did it go anywhere? I don't think it did. Did it? No, it sort of just fell to the bottom. No, it's not really picking things up, is it? I mean, I didn't necessarily expect it to when it's moving. Yeah, it picked that up when it stopped. But I thought, we should test it, right? I don't actually know how you pick stuff up with create using that method. I genuinely don't know. I'm not sure. Like moving it. I think a plow does. I think if you get like this thing, I think it picks stuff up. Realistically, I think I can just hold W on this and it will tell me what it does. Inventory is attached to pick up their drops automatically. Plows can create farmland. I think it actually... Oh. I think it said here, like what it's going to do. It's taking a little bit longer. Okay, so it'll break the stuff and drop them. Yep. It'll break blocks without a solid hitbox. It's like rails and torches and stuff. And if you have an inventory attached, it goes in. Okay. So realistically, I could attach plows to the front of these chests, or even just more harvesters, just as like a backup. Is that a bad idea? Is that a good idea? Hey, I'll tell you what. I do have some harvesters. I mean, when in Rome. Here we go. Let's see, first of all, if these will... Oh, it's not even going to work, is it? Okay. Well, that whole idea sort of scrapped itself. Really? Oh, what did I just pick up? Okay. I am making a mess. Okay, in that case, I mean, I'll just leave it as it is. As long as it's spinning, I doubt the kelp's going to grow faster than it can gather it. We should be fine. We should be fine. So, you know what? Actually, let's put this to the test. I'm going to dump in, like, I don't know, a stack of kelp. We'll get this guy spinning. We should hopefully see the kelp end up in this chest. We've actually already got a piece in there, which I think happened as I was talking. So let's turn this guy back on as well. Make sure we've got him equipped. Let's see. This should connect. And we should see... Oh, it just shot up. I think that was the full stack. You know what? It's almost like our pipes are too fast. I feel like the slower pipes would look nicer. It's fine. We'll leave it for now. So, windmill, kelp, perfect. Oh, this guy almost came up to say hello. Whilst the episode is getting a bit long, I do think we can do something else. And I think we can knock out a lot of the stuff for next episode. In particular, as you might see in the top left, I want to start doing some trains. I want to give it a shot. Oh, by the way, create crafts and additions, which means electric motor, which means rotational energy as long as you give this power via, like, you know, redstone forge energy or redstone flux. This is back in the pack, so we might set this up at some point, but yeah, we've got this stuff set up already. Anyway, I want to set up the train stuff so that in the next episode or in whichever episode we want to do the trains, we're not spending the whole episode setting up the resources, right? That's sort of what I'm hoping to do in these earlier episodes. So the train ones will just be purely train, I guess. So what do we need for this? For starters, the train casing. This is going to be a little bit more complicated. I don't know what just happened there. Manual item application. Okay, we can actually do this. Depending on what it's... Ooh, maybe we can't. Hold on. Sturdy sheet. Lava, then press. And then you get sturdy sheet. Interesting. Okay. That's not a bad idea. The other one is... Oh, that's just deploying it regardless. Okay. Oh, so we'd have to like put in a little bit of effort to actually do this. I reckon we might be able to squeeze this in this episode. Maybe. So the main thing we're going to need... depots. So we'll add this recipe. We're going to need a spout. These items are really cool, by the way. Visually, they are stunning. Apparently we'll have to add in the copper casing. I thought, did we not add in casing? No, I guess we didn't get copper casing, but anyway, there we go. Now it's a processing recipe, so I think I want to get rid of this and leave it as it is, because it's going to go in our other setup, so that should be fine. What else were we missing on the spout? Ooh, the dried kelp. Okay, yeah, let's add the smelting recipe, because we should be getting kelp in the mail, or I guess, from our little farm, so that should be good. These are just crafting recipes, so they can go there. The casing recipe is going to have to come all the way over here. Chuck that guy in there, so that should be good. Already, if we search casings, I should be able to order like 10 of them. Let's see. Yep, beautiful. I love it. It's actually amazing. What's next? We needed lava. We're going to need conveyor belts. That's obvious. We're going to need some more shafts. So we'll probably, I don't know, craft a stack of them. Sure, why not? Is that pretty much it? I'll be honest. I think we can make do with that. Let's search our kelp again. You know what? We need the belts. So, crafting recipe. I would like some kelp to begin with. Let's see if I can just do this. There we go. Mechanical belt recipe. Chuck this guy in here. And I'd like to keep 8 of them. Yeah, I would. I know it's probably going to smelt through a bunch of our kelp that we just got, but I think it's fine. So, obviously that stuff will get it into the system at some point. At the moment, it's fine. Where do we want to process this stuff? To be honest, I kind of want to do it up here, but part of me wants to do it elsewhere so that, once again, we have a reason to use the trains. You know what I mean? I'm sort of like creating the point of using trains, but... I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I think we will slap it up here because we already have some rotational energy set up. So, what are we going to need? We're going to need belts. We've got those. We're going to need depots. Let me get 10 of them. I don't think we'll need 10 once again, but we'll grab them. Why not? Spouts. Now, I think we can get away with just one of these. That's what it looked like anyhow. So we'll grab this guy, get him set up. It looked like we're going to need mechanical presses and stuff like that. So I guess we'll set those up as well. Mechanical press. Here we go. Hook that guy up. Beautiful. Slap him in there. And so, my main thing this episode, like for the rest of this episode, is getting this train casing set up, which is going to be a little bit messy. So, obviously, train casing, sturdy sheet, powdered obsidian. I think we can do that. It might need to be create powdered obsidian. I'm not sure. I don't think it needs to, but maybe. And then, yeah, lava, that'll be easy. We can do that with an ender tank. And then just stamp it. Yeah, okay. This should be good. So what I'm going to do is I obviously want a little bit of a conveyor line for this. So what I'm thinking is I clear out over here where this little conveyor line is going to be. So I'm going to rip apart all this stuff. I might actually grab... more of these copper casings. Like, we've got plenty of copper, so I don't see a reason not to. And I'll make the floor out of this, because I think that'll look quite nice. Yeah, and it'll be like, somewhat create themed. So, copper casing, we'll grab all this stuff. Alright, already, I'd say this is pretty beautiful. So, what's next? Obviously, we need stuff to be moving. So, I'm going to set up... we'll do it like this. I'm going to set up the very basics, which is going to be a mechanical belt, which I'm going to say is pretty much going to be powering this whole thing, right? Everything's going to be spinning from here. So, in order to get this guy spinning, by the way, I would love, I would love to have soul soil, soul sand. Did we not automate? we've got some soul sand. What was I going to say? I'd love to make our Paxil indestructible, so I might just do that real quick. So bear with me while I do this. Chuck that in there. Eternal Stellar. Craft one of those. Get that happening. And then we'll bring a smithing table over here too. And I'll just indestructible my tool right here in a second. That should work. Hopefully our system still works. How much durability do we have? We have 32. We can make 32 more blocks. So I want to break this down up until... Where do I need to line up with? Here, going down here. I want to connect it to pretty much that right there. So, like this. Okay, I had to go over there to let the thing craft because I don't think it's chunk loaded. And I keep forgetting to change the config to allow it to be chunk loaded. But anyhow, I should now have the Eternal Stellar. Chuck this guy in, chuck that guy in. Boom. We now have our Eternal Paxil. And you can actually see that hit points on it building back up. Because it's, I guess, got to grow it all back. Down here is pretty much set up. Oh, it's actually not going to let me use it until it's fully fixed. Which is actually going to be actually going to be very annoying because it has a lot of durability that it apparently needs to build back. So, nice. It's pretty much decommissioned for a little while. Awesome. Anyhow, I should be able to place a vertical gearbox here. Bring the shafts down here. We will set up another vertical gearbox so we can place a normal gearbox and wrench it to do that. Build all these shafts down here. And what we should have is rotational energy pushing our conveyor belt and conveniently in the direction that I actually wanted it to go. So that's a win-win in my books. So what is next? Well, first of all, I believe it said that we needed to spout it, right? We need to spout it with lava. And it says it needs to be on a depot. So here's where it actually gets a little bit messy, if we're being completely honest. I think I need to... I don't know if you need to. I'm pretty sure you can get away with just doing this, and it will stop when it gets to it. So I'm going to try that, because I think you can. In terms of the rest of it, I think it's 2 mechanical presses. So we'll grab the... Oh, they crafted very quickly. And we'll place one there, and one there. And then, to be honest, I probably do want to, like, rip open this wall a little bit. How much durability does this thing have normally? 3,000? I've got to wait for 3,000? Oh my god, okay, yeah, let's just punch it. Oh, by the way, I just did it off camera, but I meant to show it on camera. You can actually use the... You can use the belts to actually extend the belts. So for example, I can right click here and it will just extend it. It doesn't actually use the belt up or the shaft, but it allows you to make it go a little bit further. So now, this looks pretty good. So what we're going to do is pretty much nothing. I mean, this works as it is. I obviously need to power these presses, so I guess that's something we've got to do. Now to do that, how do we want to do it? As per usual, you have quite a few options. To be honest, what we probably want to do here, we can actually do this somewhat visually appealing, or, you know, easily. If I place these like this, and we'll tear it down so that it can, you know, look somewhat nice. We'll rip this apart. If I place these shafts here, I can actually place shafts within the belts and open them at the back like that. And then you may have guessed it, we can actually just mechanical belt these up. And now it's not the most efficient way to do it at all, but it does work. These are now spinning and they will stamp it. So yeah, there we go. This is pretty cool. We obviously need lava in this guy here. So let's go ahead and search Ender Tank. Let's go ahead and... See, Ender Tanks you can just craft as they are, so it's like automating them isn't necessarily the end of the world. You know what I mean? Let's also grab a diamond. I don't particularly remember our lava Ender Tank, so we're going to wing this one. I'll obviously make it all red. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. There we go. We've got lava now. Perfect. So I'll pick this guy back up. This guy's hooked up to a pump in the nether, by the way. So we'll slap this guy here for starters. Does that do anything? Can this guy like auto output? I never know. Back in the day, there used to be an Ender Tank that could. Ender Tank. We don't have it here. It's not one of these ones. So instead, we'll need something that will. Now, I could use create. I could. Or we could just use a pipe. I mean, we might as well just use a pipe. You know what? Let's take this one step further. And let's get a little bit of visuals. So let's go ahead and get this, actually I want a fluid pipe from Mechanism. We have all the other pipes. We don't have a fluid pipe. I'll be right back. We have a gas pipe. We don't have fluid. I'll get a fluid pipe and I'll sleep through the night. How does that sound? Is that a deal? And then we'll wrap this episode up at some point. Okay, so that should work. I mean, we know that much at least. The next thing we're gonna need is things to put things on the conveyor belt and things to take things off. Now, you can probably connect it with pipes as per usual, but the create stuff is actually pretty fun. So I'm gonna grab some funnels. We actually don't have these auto crafted, which is once again a little bit of a downside, but it's fine. We're good. So we'll grab these. I'll also grab some chests. We'll grab, I guess, 2 of them, just 2 normal chests. And how do I want to layer these out? I don't want to place them on a... Do I want to place them on a casing? I kind of don't. What do we... I mean, yeah, I guess we should. let me extend the casing out a little bit further. Let's go out here, and then I want to place one there. Is that going to look weird? Maybe. But we're going to place a chest here, and I'm going to place a funnel on the side. And what that should do is if I were to, say, place in a piece of cobblestone, the cobblestone will go along this belt as it is, and I don't know. If anything could do anything to it, it would. But obviously it won't. Then down here, we are going to have another setup. You don't have to do this. Like, we could actually have a hopper underneath the mechanical belt, but I think it's fine doing it like this. What's this? Gap. Oh, gap. Machine. Gap. We could cheese this a little bit. And by that I mean I could bring this back one. I never know how to do that, to be completely honest. I know how to do one part of the belt stuff, but I don't know how to do that. Anyway, let's hook this up. We'll place the this here, that there, and the funnel there. And that should work. Once again, for a test run, I'll put 1 cobble there. The cool thing as well is these like little fins move. It's such a beautiful mod. Like, it genuinely is. Like, look at this. Boom. And there it goes. And there's a cobble in there. How cool is that? So this thing is pretty much working. Pretty much. I'm actually still waiting on those mechanism pipes in case you're a little bit confused as to what's going on at the moment. I don't actually... Something's gone wrong in my system. I'll tell you that much. But another thing I want to do is obviously hook these up to actually be functional. So what I'm going to do is grab an entangled block. 2 of them, believe it or not. I don't know why I said 2 of them. But they're insane. And we'll come over here and we'll bash these. And we'll place entangled block and entangled block. So one of them will obviously be the input. So that one is going to be this here. On top of this guy will be a crafter. You know what? It's actually a little bit harder to place one on top. So I'll just place one like this. That'll work. So this is what's going to put in all of our crafting recipes whenever we want these tracks to be made or whatever, these train things. And then this guy will actually be the output. So we'll entangle this chest, run over here, right click on this guy. So this is an entangled binder and these are entangled blocks. Very, very cool blocks. And we'll just get an importer, which will import into our system. Beautiful. Perfect. This should work flawlessly. Once again, we're still just waiting on the mechanism pipes. I want to give this at least 1 shot on camera so that we know that it's working, I guess. But my problem is, I don't know what our problem is. What are we waiting on? You know what? I bet you the infusing factory has broken. This guy's a classic. Yeah, he's gone ahead and broken. So I'm actually going to turn off auto sort and stack all these guys up. Yep, there we go. Now magically it's going to work. So, it's a problem with when you're doing multiple crafts at once. It can get messy like this. Okay, anyhow, I now have fluid pipes, which are pretty cool. So what I should be able to do is place our ender tank down here. Wait, what's going on? Why can't I place you there? What's the... Oh, no reason. Okay, awesome. We're going to place this like this. That'll connect there. We might need our configurator again. Shift right click at the bottom to make that extract. And voila, we have visual fluids flowing up. We have fluids inside here. The final step is actually going to be our dust. So, obsidian. We actually do have some obsidian dust. Now, this might not work because it's occultism, but we'll see. I'm going to place a single dust in here. No, I don't think it works. Okay, how do we get the create dust then? Really, a crushing wheel? Oh my god, that's going to be mechanical crafting. Okay. And this episode's already too long, isn't it? Man, what a bit of a mess. I'd love to do it though. No, we can't do it. We got too ahead of ourselves. We got too ambitious. One thing I will see, just to make sure it doesn't work at all, just to guarantee it, is I will place a depot here. And if I place the dust, nothing happens, right? This guy doesn't start going... No. He doesn't care. So I don't think this dust works, sadly. And once again, if we look in here, it does just say powdered obsidian from create. It's not like cycling through any of them, which is very, very, very sad. Spout lava. I believe it's meant to do it automatically. Like, I don't think you're meant to pull the lever on it or something. Well, anyway, I do feel a little bit bad because I'm not sure what this episode's going to be titled. Obviously, it won't be any of this stuff. As beautiful as this stuff is, it won't be any of that. It's probably just going to be this. So I do apologize for, I guess, doing this. But yeah, I don't know. Hopefully you're liking what you're seeing and you're on board for what's to come. And I'm really hoping I'm doing a good mixture of not just doing create, but also like I would hate to have had to set up a pump here with like, you know, mechanical energy going to it. But also using like just the blue pipes from the pipes mod would be a bit boring. So I think it's nice to have this little middle ground where we, you know, use some mods when we can, you know, to make things a little bit easier on ourselves, but also, you know, set up a farm every so often. Let me know as well how I can make this look better easily. You know what I mean? Like, should I just add a ring around it? Is that all I need? Because I feel like that could save it. Just like a floating ring, even connected to it or something. Like, I'm not sure. I'd love some suggestions. By the way, I do read the comments of the previous video when I record the next one. I don't always reply to it, especially some of you guys write big comments, and it's like, I don't want to just write a single word, but then I don't end up replying at all. But I do read them, so thank you guys. And yeah, what am I saying? I'll have read it if you posted it before I started recording this episode, if that makes sense. And then sometimes I go back, but rarely I go back because I'll be honest, there's a lot of you guys. There's way more than I don't know, could anticipate or predict or keep up with. So yeah, this is a long outro. You guys probably already left by now. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you as well to everyone supporting me financially, whether it's watching ads or being a donator or a channel member. Thank you guys for doing that. You do not have to. Don't feel pressured. Doing this stuff is incredibly fun. And I thank you all for being here and laying witness to it. I'll be completely honest, by the way. This might be the most beautiful base we have ever made in our entire career. I'll be honest. I don't know how or why, but I feel like it is. It really is. Like, yeah, I think I genuinely, I'm going to put like 99% of it to these framed blocks. They are beautiful. They are my favorite blocks in the game. They're not my favorite, but you know, to be honest, they're up there. They are so beautiful. Like just being able to place them anywhere, being able to like just experiment. Okay, yeah. Thank you guys for watching. Hopefully I will see. What are you? Hold on. Red Merchant from Supplementaries. Trade offer. I receive, you receive. Okay. Huh. This is useless. I mean, cool, but like... do I dare? Yeah. See you guys in the next one. Goodbye.